Remember that saying that I was always taught in life to never expose your hands, the whole hand, what you have. I never have. I only exposed a little bit of it. You don't even know the tip of what I have information on. And the thing is, I've never exposed all of it at all. And the thing is, these people are just so squirming right now. That's why she lashed out at me on Monday in the hallway. And then made up that charge saying that I was going to put her in a body bag when I never said that at all. The only thing I said, she's going out of here with her bags packed. That's the only bags that'll be going out of here. And she lied and said I said that. She said that in front of Patricia, which lied about it too. She lies about everything because they all back each other up. Danny and Patricia back each other up. Barbara, they back each other up because they all lie on each other and they all lie together. So they sleep and lie together. They all lie together, all one. That's why they're the Three Musketeers. So, anyway, I don't really worry about that because they're going to keep lying and their lies will be exposed because that's all they ever know how to do. That's all they know how to do, only thing. If I ever wanted a liar, I could go to these three people because they're pretty good at it. They're not the best, however, but they're pretty good. And that's the only thing that I could say about these three people that really are really good about it. I wouldn't say they're smart, however, but I would say they are habitual liars. Because I do know that to be a fact, and I do know that to be true, and that is not slanderous at all. Because it is the truth. You can ask the neighbors, you can ask a lot of people. They'll tell you the same. But anyway, I want to change gears today. And I want to say this. What I saw yesterday in the community room, or on Friday, I should say, was wonderful. I think a community room should be a lot like what I saw yesterday. It should be like that in your neighborhood. Where neighbors simply get together to have a meal together and to communicate and to get to know one another. You can do that in a neighborhood. If you have rows or streets of houses that are arranged in a communal setting where you have houses on both sides, cul-de-sacs, that's a community by definition. So those are all your neighbors or family or members that live within or reside in that community. So like what I saw here in my apartment complex was really what I wanted to see here all the time. Sometimes what we have here is not always like that. But what I saw Friday was wonderful. And it's the start. If we keep doing it that way, it'll actually grow. And there'll be more people coming. Because when you're nice to people, you're not bullying people, you're not lying about people, you're not spreading rumors around and saying things to upset people when you come. But you come there just to get along, even if you don't get along, that's the key. And you don't agree, but you still try to get along. I mean, you disagree, but you still try to get along anyway. That's what real community is. A real sense of community is helping your brother or sister out. You don't have to know people. You don't have to like people. There's no law that says that thou shalt love everybody in the community. Or thou will like your neighbors. No, it doesn't say you have to like them, but you should still be neighborly somewhat anyway to all your neighbors, whether you like them or not. Because when disasters happen, natural disasters, man-made disasters, tornadoes, things like that, earthquakes, mudslides, these people that you hate that might be across your hall or might be even around the corner, maybe the people that will save your life. Did you ever think about that? Because nobody else can. And nobody else knows how. And just maybe, just for a moment, maybe they're the ones that would speak good about you even though everyone else might have spoken bad about you. So, either way you can turn that around. But real sense of community, people go out of their way to help one another. And people go out of their way to check in on people. It's just like when we have new tenants moving in here, like we had one that was there today. People should go over there and welcome her in the community. People should, not saying nobody has done that already, because I'm sure some of you all have. But any newbody comes in anybody moves into any community, not just this one, but in any community in general across America or anywhere in the world, or in a village, or in a hut, or in whatever you want to call them, flat, whatever you want to call them. You should operate in this matter where people come together and having a true sense of community, because that's what brings out unity. I mean, you don't have to get along because you have different ideas and ideals, different religions, different beliefs, different philosophies, etc. But the one thing that comes along most to mind is the community where people work together, have a spirit of pride. Not like the Webster Dictionary defines it as something being selfish or puffed up, like what's going on in the at the Corinth church in Corinthians, that Paul wrote 2 letters about because he was displeased with a lot of things going on there. Not that kind of pride, but a pride of mutual respect for one's feelings and worth and society, and a part and purpose of what people have to play, each at their roles of whatever they do in their vocation, whatever they do in the community as a functioning member of that community. You know, nobody said that everybody's going to get along and everybody's going to love each other. But you know what we can really do? What we did today? We can keep doing that and keep being more neighborly than what we were ever before. Trying to go out of our way when someone's sick, send a card to your neighbor. You know, if they have a baby or got a raise and they're talking to you, be supportive and say, congratulations. That's wonderful. Hey, that's a cute baby boy or girl you got. Hey, how you doing? I missed you. I haven't talked to you for a while. What have you been up to? You know, try to have an icebreaker conversation. So many people are so wound up in all their computers and TVs that they forgot how to have a normal face-to-face physical conversation. An A-B conversation. That's what they call that in logic. And, you know, a lot of that's broken down large and mainly because people have drifted away from that because they're stuck in their phones and stuck on the computers and TVs, and they're and they're being rewired in their brains to text and to say slang rather than to just talk with their mouths. That's not a step forward in communications, I hate to tell you. It's a lot of people, the kids might think it's cool because they can talk in slang, but really it's a step backwards because kids are forgetting how to speak freely with their mouths and have a face-to-face conversation like the way God made us to be. And He wanted us to have that conversation with each other. And that's what community should be like. You know, if someone falls, help them up. If someone needs money and you're able to help them, don't give them a handout, but give them a hand up. Help them out. If someone's sick, go over there and bring them some warm soup. This is what real community people do. And it doesn't have to be just here in this community, but it can be in all communities across the nation. That's what people do. Have community-wide flea markets and our flea markets or / yard sales. You can do that here, but it has to be approved through the management here, and also you can work with the resource lady on that. But like say in a regular community, you have to go through their committees and chairmans. It's like over there where my parents used to live, they had a committee. You would have to bring that up at the meeting if you live in that community because they have a committee. You have to pay $75 to it. Everybody has to pay $75 to it every year to be a part of that committee. To be in the community, everybody has to pay $75 that lives there. And, really, to have a true sense of committee, that's what you have to do is go through channels on how to set up something like that. Maybe have a community-wide cookout. We had a cookout when I lived in Strawbank, and every year, I guess they still do it. I hope they still do it because that really brought out a lot of good neighbors. And there were a lot of nice people there. They had beer for the adults to drink and wine for the ladies. And they had soda there and punch and Kool-Aid for the kids. And they had all kinds of food. Hot dogs, hamburgers, steaks, shrimp, tuna fish, all kinds of things. Salmon, however you say salmon or salmon. They had all kinds of fish there, all kinds of food. Everything more than what you would even care to eat, but it was good because everybody made it, or everybody brought it from the store, or everybody made it homemade, or a combination of both. And everybody just got together and they were able to talk. Like the potluck dinner we had today. Everybody brought something. I forgot all about it. So I didn't bring anything, but I brought myself. But they had enough food there. But next time when they do it, if I'm here, I will bring something. If I'm here and I'm working. If I'm not working, I'll come in there and bring something. But like I said, that's really what a real sense of community is, where everybody works together and everybody gets along. And they don't have to love each other, and they don't have to like each other, but everybody needs to work together to be neighborly to one another. And that's the real key to everything. Think about it. This is Michael De Silva's in the news. The next story. True lies fester. The Bible tells us that when someone tells a lie, it festers. It leads to death. It leads to heart attacks. It leads to strokes. It leads to panic attacks. And most of all, it leads to death. Lots of people that lie. I don't know anyone that has ever got away on a lie. Now, they can sound really good, but they don't get away with it. It may appear like they might try to get away with it in this world, but however, they don't get away with it at all. Because a lie, once you tell a lie, it's like a fire. It grows and grows and grows and metastasize until it eats up the whole body like cancer, until it kills you. Literally kills you. So if you're in this kind of person where you have to go and tell lies to make you look better or feel better as a person, I would recommend that you get out of that way or that desire immediately, because all you're doing is going to kill yourself. You're going to do that with your own words and with your own lies. Most people that lie like that don't live very long, because everywhere they have been and everybody who they touched in their lives, meaning, as being friends with, they weren't friends with them, and they left a lot of rebel and destruction in their wake, because they told lies and messed up a whole lot of people's lives because of all the lies they have told by the lies that they manufactured. So if you're one of these kind of habitual liars, there is a hospital for you. And the hospital can help you to overcome lying. And sometimes you might need to be put on medication. But people that make up lies and say things didn't happen when they did, or vice versa, when yet they really did happen, or even if they didn't happen, why would, and when you're talking to certain people, why would you do that when people were telling you in confidence not to talk to them when they don't have any conversation with them? They don't even talk to them themselves. So why would you go over there and talk to them anyway? I mean, most people in their right mind don't usually do that because they know better and their mind's working right. So they're not going to go over there and create gossip. They're not going to go over there and spread things around, because that's why a lot of this has happened here in this community here. And why this is happening with these individuals, because somebody did that. Now, the thing is, when you say in confidence by definition means when someone tells you something in private and they're talking to you in their van, in your van, and they asked you specifically not to talk to them, not because you had something to hide, not because you had to find out what she's got to say, because there's nothing that she's got to say anyway. All the things that she said, like Charlie said, I think I heard him say this about 3 weeks ago when he was over here. The first week here, he was over here on the last day of February, when I heard him say that all you done is told lies since day one. I don't want to hear a word from you, because I don't believe a word that you got to say about him, because it's not true. That's what Charlie said. And he's right. So why, for the love of God, are you still talking to him? Talking to her? Why are you still over here? Why do you bring your daughter over here? Why is all this stuff going on still? Why are you all still communicating? Something is medically wrong. There's something really wrong there when you were warned before all this stuff happened to not talk to this person. Now, I don't understand by the love of God why you did that. Because to me, all the stuff that's just happening is just going to make you look really strange. Why all this stuff's happening. Because, this person's not psychic. And I don't go talking about this stuff. Now, YouTube was not discovered till February, okay? So these people saying that they heard it all on YouTube, we know who's saying that because they're the same one saying all the other lies. It's the same two cats. We know who is saying these things because that's where it's coming from. They didn't know about YouTube till February because somebody looked it up and they came across one of my videos. They brought it to the management attention here at Harbor Square, and then that's how they knew about it. And these other people that are around here that are telling the lies that they told you have also spread that around too also. Now, it's not a crime to have a YouTube channel. It's not a crime to be on the internet. So I don't know what she said to the landlord, but she was acting like I shouldn't be on the internet, like I did something wrong. And I don't know what all that's about, because I haven't done anything wrong. But the way she was coming out to me, it sounded like I'm not even supposed to be on the internet because I broke a law or did something illegal, which I haven't done anything illegal. But nevertheless, that's what happened. So what I'm saying is, why did you even convenient yourself to go talk to this woman? Why did you have to come over here and gossip with that little mouth of yours and talk to these people? Because I don't have any kind of relationship with them. I have not had any kind of correspondence with them whatsoever. So why did they have to be brought in on? Can someone tell me that or enlighten me on this situation? Because I don't get it. Usually, when something is wrong and you're told to keep your hand off the hot burner because it's hot, you're not going to put your hand on there to burn yourself. But basically, when you did this, you did that. You did that. You burned yourself. Because it basically tells that, hey, I'm going to go talk to a habitual liar, then that means I must be one myself. Because I'm associating with that liar. And I'm still talking to them. And I'm still friends with them, right? Let's say, hypothetically, I'm still friends with them. I'm still sending my daughter over here. I'm still having her go over there to the apartment at night, 2 or 3 times a week. Let's say hypothetically. And then we're doing all this, right? What does that show about you? It shows that you're a hypocrite. It shows that you lied. You've been lying about everything you said, too. So, what I'm saying is, why do that? Why do that? Like I said, lies fester and lies kill people. Think about it. Stop doing it. If you want to keep your friends close, stop telling lies on them. If you want to know the secret to it, be honest. Don't go around their back and be talking to neighbors that don't have nothing to do with them. And if you really if you really care about somebody and you say you love them, like you say, you wouldn't do that anyway. Think about it. I mean, it's just wondering now. Just think about it. Take care.